What's up, everyone, and welcome back to PandaCraft. In the last episode, I decided I needed to get some redstone and materials to start making our custom trees over on our waterfall hill. This, of course, resulted in me finding out how boring just straight up mining out a big area at deep slate level is, even with a haste 2 beacon. Which led me to making a TNT tunnel bore for the first time ever, which then somehow ended up directly underneath an ancient city, which then led me to realize how boring it is to raid an ancient city. I went from being spooked to being bored in a matter of mere minutes, really. So I've decided to take this to a whole new level. This first miniature, well, second technically, tunnel bore is actually amazing because it taught me so much about building these things. Because as you'll see here, I messed it up a couple times. I had to rebuild this thing 3 or 4 separate times because I went from just trying to fix it and messing it up, then finding flaws and just strip the whole thing. But the most important thing I learned from this design is frog lights, in the tutorial, like, oh yeah, you can put lights here and it'll light the way. They did not work. That may just be a deep slate thing because of how blast resistant it may be compared to, say, stone or especially netherrack. But down here that didn't work, so much so I had to make it 4 ancient debris long instead of the 3 that the tutorial recommended. And I really fought to not make this change because that meant I would have to make it 4 on the big bore here, right? And that just added extra hours of mining for ancient debris. I used so much gunpowder and so much sand. I'm really upset about the sand because I need all that glass for the custom trees. Hopefully next episode is that. I did get a little sidetracked with this, but when you commit to the bit, you truly have to commit to the bit. And for a big problem that we run into in this whole endeavor, which we'll talk about a little later, we're not there yet. This really can only be a bit, because the purpose of this is truly at a complete standstill by the end of this city. 10 hours. This is taking me 10 hours to finish this. Granted, most of that was actually just ancient debris mining, because thankfully, while digging out this original tunnel bore, our little test trial, we got all the redstone we needed, thankfully, but we did use up so much. I think I used 4 to 5 stacks of redstone ore, and then I fortuned and turned into blocks, which turned in all this other crap. Granted, we have a little left, right? If we look in here, wow. I made way too many observers. I'm sure I'll need them for something else. But yeah, I want to say there's about 4 stacks of ancient debris. This thing is 200 plus blocks long. I want to say it's 215. I haven't done an exact count yet, but I know for a fact it is over 200 blocks long. And frankly, what I'm terrified of is I'm going to hit that note block and I'm going to find out there's a limit on how big you can make these. Because I don't know if by the time this starts blowing up, if it'll reach the other end. And I don't know if that's a problem. So I think what we're going to have to do is we are going to hit it once and watch what happens. So let's hit start. And let's hit our block. Oh, the lights went out. Oh, that's a great sign. Oh. My goodness, coming up at the end here, it is officially working all the way down the board. Oh my goodness, I am so impressed. But with that, I think it's time to just go. Because we have actually quite a bit of ways before we make any actual progress on this. Because everything up to here is taken care of. Once we start getting into here, I have no idea. I have no idea what to expect, right? Because I'm really excited to get up in here. You know, especially this area. This area was giving me trouble. Just warden after warden. I mean, look at them. Look at these warden thingy-madoos, the catalysts. Just chilling. I can't have none of that. No chance of any of these wardens coming back home after any hard day's work. No, not on my watch. Not on my watch even a little bit. It is time to take down the city. So, we officially have our first casualty. Not sure what caused it, but we only did our first batch of 5, and we're dead already. Granted, I think the culprit is this block right here. Actually, now that I'm investigating the matter, I know for a fact that's the culprit right there. Oh man. It is just, I'm just gonna take it out. You know what? Why bother? No, we'll rebuild it. But I think that means I am gonna have to walk every time, aren't I? Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, retch. I didn't want to do that. That's gonna take so much longer.
A few inches later.
Huh. Well, it appears that these last 2 disconnected from the rest of it. Yep. Huh. Can't I just fix that by going bloop, bloop, bloop. There you go. Oh no. Did that fix the whole thing? I think that's all it took to fix it. Okay. Now, despite the little hiccup at the start, that really was the only hiccup in this task, right? The one blowing up, which was my fault for not checking it, and it just disconnecting from rendering, which, you know, there's nothing I can do to fix that. After I got into the flow of checking the line every 2 button presses, it really just started flowing really quick, and I came across a shockingly small amount of chests. I was drastically disappointed with this. I really expected the ancient city to house more, and maybe it will, but for what we're about to run into, we may never know. A little tip for anyone looking to make these, the max size seems to be 39, right? This is 43, and the last 4 keep knocking off. This time only the last 3 did, but the last 4 keep desyncing with the rest of the machine. So yeah, it's a little tip for anyone else out there looking to be absolutely insane and make a massive tunnel bore. Yeah. Rendering's your problem. 5. The last 5, apparently. We may have a slight problem. See the water dripping? That's an entire water cave. Which it's on the line. It's on the line of could break, couldn't break. And if it breaks at the wrong point, I'm just done for. Oh. And it extends to over here too. There's no avoiding this. Absolutely no avoiding that. But if we can get up through to here, that's 99%. Oh, that still leaves our final chest. Oh no. I didn't think this would be our problem. Water caves? Really? Hi, Future Panda here over at Willie's. I just want to point out the next session, the main audio got corrupted, so this is going to be the backup audio. I did my best to make it sound not awful. Let me know how I did and how I can do better with backup audio on bad microphone. I need to sit and have a think about this, because on one hand, I could use sponges to soak up the whole cave. On the other hand, I do believe we've actually fully raided this place, because there's no more chests that I'm aware of. I've gone through it. This really has nothing left to offer other than committing to the bit, you know? Maybe a loose diamond or two, but, you know, that's... At what point do you have too many diamonds? But we are so close to finishing the bit. But there's such a big problem. Oh, I don't know. No matter what, I think the time-lapse part is over. Oh, I'm a little distraught. I'm gonna hit it one or two more times and see if this area gives out. Yeah, right up there. And if it gives out, it gives out. If it doesn't, we may at least make a little more progress. Oh man, how many more? I'm saying 2 more TNT until this fully just says no, thank you. All right, did we break? No. Well, we broke. We broke a chest. Well, I'm sure it was rated already, since it is just a book. No, okay, we're still good. We're at 1 TNT. We'll worry about this a little later. All right, 2. So if we can get all the way to that main cave, I'm gonna be way happier, right? Oh, I forgot I just have a zoom. Still good. We missed it. We're completely safe. No, there's still a chance. I think we're good. I truly think we're good on that. I mean, we only have I'm sure we can only get like 3 or 4. I'm gonna say max at 10 more TNT blows before we hit the big cave. But, okay, let's just go. Let's just go. Yeah, this is not a small cleanup job. Oh, ooh. Well, lucky me, huh? I might drown, but... Whoa! Super lucky me. Holy wow. Alright, let's just, plug that up behind me so I can breathe. Oopsies. I did check that, right? Did not check that one. Okay, apparently there was another chest I didn't check. Thankfully it only had one shrieker on it. Get out of here. Well, if we're thinking about this logically, how high would I actually have to cut off? Because this TNT really only explodes a couple blocks high. So above our baseline, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on the 6th. Counting netherrack level as 0. Okay. Let's try and cut that off and see how much would be actually left at the end. I have a miscellaneous collection of blocks. We'll see. Let's see. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this would be our cutoff level. I do believe would be our safe point. Wow, I can't breathe. Do I have aqua on my helmet? I do. Oh. This is gonna be a sturdy task if this is true here. Just let me breathe, please. Oh god, okay, I'm about to die, Woo! I made it out. I did not think I was gonna make that. I got so distracted. Oh, I didn't see my hunger started going. Okay, I think we only had one block. We had 2 blocks left. This might be all we have to absorb? I mean, these might be problems, these staircases. Let's bust these out, but I think my sponge is in my ender chest. Let's see, do I have it on me? I sure do. Right, tools, where are ya? Toolkit. I have 55. Let's see. Let's just go in and place like a madman. Place like we're in creative mode, you know? Okay. Okay. The problem with this I'm seeing is it blasts 5 high when it's surrounded by deep slate. I'm very concerned that it's gonna bust through this 1 layer of cobbled slate like it's, you know, paper on a wet day. You know, it's just, I'm not confident, but we're gonna see what happens because we're so close. I got so close to just blowing that up. That would have not been good. Those tools, I don't want to replace them. I'd say they're irreplaceable, but everything's replaceable in Minecraft. Except for the dragon egg, right? That's truly one of a kind. Or, you know... Alright. First one, what happens? Alright, oh, let's turn back on full bright. I can't... No bustin'? No bustin'! No way that's all it was. I was so worried. This is 3 days later after running into that problem. I genuinely thought I wasn't going to be able to complete this. I procrastinated on it. I'd say we're officially in it. We're actually officially in this. Wow. I'm in awe at this. I'm in awe. I'm in absolute awe. I mean, I'm getting distracted by redstone because that's what we're here for. But, oh, I started the time lapse, stopped my recording, hit it once, and we broke back through. Ugh. What are the literally just one more. Maybe it's just a hole I didn't patch and not oh yeah, it's a whole hole that I just did not see. All right, that's not. Oh, it's gravel. A gravel, huge cheeky bugger, out here trying to make my life hell. Oh, you. Can I get out of here? Thank you. That was way too close to hitting that minecart. Oh, we like to live dangerously here on the PC Panda channel, huh? We have officially made it to the opposite end. Kind of. I decided to leave part of this behind because it kept disconnecting every other click. And I was like, oh, at the end, I'll come back and get it. Which I will. I'm still going to do it. Don't get me wrong. But it occurred to me that when it's approaching here, it's going to blow this up. It's going to blow up this bore. Which originally I was sitting there. Ooh, diamonds. Let me go grab those. Anyways, I was sitting there going, oh, that's going to be unfortunate when I hit the end. And then I came down here to start bringing it forward. And let me block this water off and I'll show you. Apparently, one in the center disconnected? Which, a spider? How are you here? Are we so close to the edge that mobs are able to spawn here? That's cool. But I literally don't know how this is possible. Because this is the same level as this. How can you just lose one in the center? I don't get it. Like, I see where the problem occurred. I obviously didn't check on it and it wedged itself. But let me deactivate it real quick. Right, get it safe mode. Because I try to do this. It won't do it. No matter what, I'm going to fully remove this sector, right? Because I don't want to come back later, start hitting the button, and blow up this entire half somehow, right? So let's disassemble it and then bring the rest of it forward. So it is blowing it up, but we only have that left. That's all that's left of the city. Do you think I can make it? And let's just break a couple more blocks. Just play it safe. Cut the tail right there. And now we should be clean sailing. Oh! And there she is. That is a completely leveled ancient city.
Narrator.
Great.
Narrates all.
What? What do you
Narrator.
mean?
Narrator.
But that officially leaves us with a leveled ancient city. Wow. Was it worth it? I don't know. You tell me. Do you think this whole thing was worth it? I mean, granted, now we have this giant area that mobs cannot spawn, which could come in useful for something. I don't know what, but something. Oh man, this is incredible. I am so impressed with this. I'm very impressed with what I have done here. I do need to do some torch work yet, but I do think I am done down here. But just because we're done here doesn't mean we're done altogether. We do, of course, have one last thing to check out, and that's all the resources we collected while flattening our lovely city that is no more. And will we have the booty that we craved to start with? And as a little reminder, I was going through this hoping for a silence armor trim. I believe it was for my chest plate. Oh no, I have a very specific set of trims I picked out in a previous episode of what I wanted, and one of them was in the ancient city. We have the other three back at the base, but what did we get? Holy Batman on diamonds. See, even before breaking them down, this is what we just collected. What do we have? We have 6 sacks of 64 plus 7 ore and 54 miscellaneous. And I can only imagine how many we blew up along the way. And of course, what we originally started mining for before we hit the city, redstone. I don't think we'll be needing redstone again for a little while. Although, if I do want to stock up on some resources, I might be biting my tongue on that. Then of course, gold and lapis. We got an okay bit. The gold we actually did kind of need. We're a little behind. 5 Swift Sneak 2 book. Oh, 1 Swift Sneak 3 book. I didn't even know that was a 3. 17 disc fragments. I don't know how to use these right this second. And 3 warden trims, or ward trims. So we did not get the trim we sought out for. One last thing we have is all the miscellaneous garbage along the way. These 3 chests here are just miscellaneous garbage. Well, I can't even call it garbage. Obviously, I'm keeping it, right? So, this is gonna take more than a minute to get through our sorting system. So before next episode, I'll have this all put in. But with that out of the way and my motivation restored for this project, next episode, I do fully intend to start working on some of these custom trees. Bare minimum plotting them out and making sure we have the resources necessary. Leaves might be a different story. That's gonna require a whole desert worth of glass and who knows what else. I guess until then, see ya!
Narrator.